Good evening, everyone. I had made a video yesterday about Lorne. You see the date October 6th, 2007, and you kind of have an idea what we're going to talk about. Anyway, I decided to redo my video because the sound wasn't that great. And then Shaman made a video today where he talks about Lorne and how he wants a daughter. And that's an interesting topic, and I really want to address that topic in a later video. But all I have to say is, of course, Lon was going to molest his daughters, and he was going to forbid them from having boyfriends, of course. And that's pretty messed up. And I guess a more interesting question is, at what age would he begin molesting his daughters? That's a with sick fucks like Lorne, there's no real minimum. I guess the kid has to be born, but after that sick piece of shit. And just the fact that this kind of messed up bullshit is happening right now to some kids makes me fucking angry. But anyway, so I wanted to read a short extract that I really liked, but it didn't really strike me. I really like it, but it didn't strike me as a unique, well, not unique, but as particularly interesting. Now I reread it, and it's definitely one of the best quotes we could have from the Holy Lornography. So let's go. It starts with, "Sorry, I got booted." I know. Look at how confident he is. Like, I know. It's like when Leah tells Han Solo, "I love you." I know. Cocky piece of shit. I eating a bite of a slice of pizza, and that's not the delivery kind of pizza. You just know it's the frozen, or I would even say microwaved kind of pizza. It's not homemade. I was eating a bite off of a slice of pizza, and I don't think it's a very good idea for me to do it. What does he mean? He was eating a bite off a slice of pizza, and it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea to eat a slice of pizza. Like, I don't get it. And there's nothing below. That's because he was drunk, like he says. I look like shit, so he says that a bit earlier, like, he says, "No, there's no, I don't know about it. When they fall asleep, you're calling me. I miss you so much," is starting to word. That's funny the first time you read it, then you realize he's a fucking controlling piece of shit. I really hate Lorne. I don't think, make no mistake, I love him to death, but I don't think it's possible to hate someone more than I hate Lorne Armstrong. I really hate him. I almost want to cry because I can't have you here with me right now. Yo, imagine you're the decoy and you read that, you're like, holy fucking shit. Like, that would make me double think the whole thing. Like, if I were the decoy, maybe I would say, "Lorne, I'm not real. I'm a decoy." Of course not. You need to catch him. But that's pretty fucked up. But that's not even the extract I want to that's not the extract I wanted to talk. Yes, I look terrible. I'm gonna point my cam at my penis because I look like shit. Okay. So that's that part, and maybe that's why he says, like, maybe that's why he says, I was eating a bite of pizza, and I don't think it's a very good idea for me to do it. Then she says, that's the funny part. Like, I don't know what that face is supposed to be, like, silly, funny face. I don't know. "What happened to you? Why are you so sick?" "Because I got drunk, baby. Because I'm a loser and an alcoholic." And then she says, "Can I give the rest of this pizza to Bud right now, please?" That is kind of tricky. I'll have more to say when I do the grooming part, but let's say Kayla says no. I mean, why would she? It's not like she has any power. It's like maybe he planned the entire sequence that's going to follow in advance. Maybe he planned everything that's going. I like to think that he's a master manipulator, and he planned that whole approach. But honestly, I do believe that's his way of making Kayla says, "Oh, you give pizza to Bud. That's so nice of you. That dog is lucky." And I really wonder, like, it must be like Bud's birthday. Like, get some pizza. I can't eat it. Yeah. And then immediately after he says, "Look, he made a mess on my boxers." And that's the most, to me, that's probably top 3 most fucked up lines in the pornography. "You're his mommy, so I'm blaming it on you." And it's kind of beautiful because she's the one that said, "Give the pizza to your dog," and now he says he made a mess on my boxer. So I'm guessing when he said made a mess, he probably Lorne put his pizza slice near his dick, and he's naked. That's pretty fucked up, by the way. When he says, like, "I'm gonna point my cam at my penis because I look like shit." So you just know Lorne put the pizza slide near his genitals, or did he have boxers? Or maybe the boxers were on the floor. and he puked on the boxers on the floor. Maybe he was wearing boxers, but I don't think so. He says, I'm going to point the cam at my penis, blah, 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 blah. So I'm guessing that the boxers on the floor, and he gave the pizza to Bud, and Bud, bit the pizza, and it fell, Like he just, Bud grabbed the pizza from Lorne, and it just fell, like everything fell on the boxers. That's probably the least of his worries. So I like to think that Lorne planified all that. He put his boxer in a strategic position, and he knows his dog. He knows how the dog gonna react. So he asks, "Can I give it to Bud?" She says yes. And now because he tried to eat the pizza slice, he made a mess on the boxer. You're his mommy, so I'm blaming it on you. Nope, not me. I didn't do it. You told me I could give it to him, so it's your fault. And if remove the laugh out loud, just get the serious line here, like. You told me I could give it to him, so it's your fault. I'm blaming you for it, even though you're miles away and I'm the one. He's so immature, he cannot even take responsibility for his action. Like, he's the one who chose to give the pizza to Bud, but no, it's Kayla's fault. And now he says, and that's what I think he planned that entire sequence ahead. Like, he says, he was probably at work, or should I say at the bar, and he's going to say, I have an idea of a game. I'll bring some pizza, I'll tell her I can't eat, I'll ask if she wants me to give it to Bud, and when Bud messes up the boxers, I'm going to be able to go into some kind of controlling. That's kind of a domination fantasy. Like, there's so many lines you could go from there. Like, so either you clean up the mess or you suck my dick. And Kayla is laughing, but I can just imagine the decoy. Like, it's a tense conversation. The discussion is not really going anywhere since it started like a couple lines away. And now she reads that and she's like, what the fuck? And I'm sure the decoy was laughing. I'm sure at this point the decoy, she even... Like, this is fucked up. This is messed up. And I'm sure the deacon at that point was just having real fun. Like, this guy is a fucking asshole. Like, the dog puke on the boxer, I have to clean it, or I have to suck his dick. Like, what does this have to do with one another? Like, it's completely unrelated. She could have said, either you clean up the mess, or you solve the Riemann-Zeta hypothesis. But no, you suck my dick. What a fucking sick pervert. And he has his cam on his penis, and... You know what he was doing right there. Like, oh God. Which is it? He really wants an answer. Look at how panicky he is with a double question mark. What do you think? Because, Kayla cannot have opinion of her own. She's a puppet. I don't know. You have to tell me. Whatever you want. You can see how uninvolved she is. Like, forget that he's the card. Let's say it's a real discussion. You read those fine lines. It's clear that the girl is not into the discussion. She's not digging the discussion. It's probably time to stop. Like, if you're Lorne... It's time to commit suicide, but whatever. But if you read somebody said whatever you want, just stop. The person is not interested in discussing with you. Tell me what you want. Either you clean up the mess or you suck my dick. Which one? And then Kayla says the funniest line probably out of her mouth. That's the best line. I'll be nice and do both. And Lorne loved that. Like, oh, cool. Not only will I get my dick sucked, I won't have to clean the mess. Now he has a smile. He probably laughing in real life, like, good girl, you're a good girl. I'm surprised he didn't say, I love you, Kayla Marie Armstrong. And you could have said, like, you could have pushed here, I said, in what order? Are you going to clean the mess first or suck my dick first? That's what the kind of thing you could say. But he moves to a new topic. And, that's the end of the sequence here. It's kind of an interesting sequence. Like, it starts here. Like, that section here doesn't fit the S. Like, you could remove it. What happened? Why are you so sick? It ends with okay, actually. So imagine that never happened. Like, you see, it would still fit. The discussion could still go on. Like, what happened? Why are you so sick? I look really white right now, huh, baby? Yeah, kinda. I'm so sorry. I look so bad tonight. So that part I just caught. That part here is really out of place. And that tells me that in Lorne's chaotic and demented, perverted mind, that is something he planned. That's a sequence he planned in advance to one of his 6 fantasies. And I'm surprised if she said, like, cleaning. Like, I'm going to clean first. He would probably have said, okay, but you have to be naked while you do it. That's what he would have said, for example. So you see, I'm starting to understand how his sexual fantasies work. So that's an interesting exchange. That's from the 20th of Lawrence. I hope you appreciate that short analysis, and have a good night, everyone.